Hey guys, welcome back to Shitter Gaming YT. Today I want to show you all something that I always found really interesting in Half-Life 2. Now, Half-Life 2 is kind of a difficult game, right? I mean, I've just launched the game, I've already lost 45 HP, but there's something that I always found really interesting, is that there are moments of respite, like, the game shows some mercy. It's not completely cruel to the player, right? A very difficult game. Some would call it the Dark Souls of Half-Life games. And I really, really like that Valve took the time to make the game at least a little bit more bearable to people who are, say, newer to FPS games, right? Now, you'll notice that I don't really have much in the way of weapons already, right? Now, you'll see that these caches are sort of strewn about the whole game in very convenient spots. They're very, 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 very noticeable to players. Now if you jump down here, I mean, we get our health back, we get some pistol ammo, but that's not much. That's really not a whole lot. Pistol ammo? God, listen. That's not much at all, alright? Now, the big bucks for this game, in terms of things that you can find, the best rewards that you're always going to get are found outside of where you would normally look. Now, there's a spot that I love in this level so much, and I'm gonna try and get to it for you. It's particularly useful for the Magnum, which we haven't picked up yet, but we'll get to it. You gotta bunny hop until you hit this segment of the ramp here. If you hit the wall, you just stop moving entirely. It's kind of annoying. Also, be careful that you don't launch yourself too high, because you'll take too much damage. I'm good right now, though. Generally speaking, anything above like 5 HP is perfectly fine. Though you can still get by on like 1 HP. Okay. Yeah, so this is the only way to progress. It's good that we did, though. Right here, here's some more supplies. I think this game is a little bit more difficult than Tarkov, just because you'll tend to find less and less as time goes on. The game spoils you a little bit, kind of like the EOD package that you get for Tarkov, but as soon as you start playing the game and like losing that, it's very hard to recoup those losses. And unlike Tarkov, this game doesn't have a scav run, so you can't just... what are you gonna do, right? That's why a very keen eye must be given for details in the environment. You gotta keep an eye out. Again, you just gotta keep an eye out. Wow, I can't believe I jumped that far. That's the first time I've done that. Neat. But yeah, you gotta keep an eye out, because these supplies, they're gonna be like in areas that you can't even see them. You gotta like check around corners and whatnot, search every nook and cranny. And this game is very, very withholding with them. That's why you gotta be really conservative with your shots here, because ammo is limited in this game, and you can't go back to your hideout. Right here, you find one of the best weapons in the entire game. You don't want to be using it too willy-nilly, because the ammo for it is kind of rare. So like anything that dies really quickly, you just sort of wanna, don't wanna do anything drastic. Overall though, doing alright. I meant to switch my weapon there. He's not going to be in Rush Hour 4. And look, right here. This is one of the rare cases where they do have supplies just sort of out in the open for you. Sometimes they just do that. I don't know why. Makes the game feel a little bit more approachable. And for a game like Half-Life 2, that is very appreciated. This part gets a little bit tricky, though. I don't blame most people for not getting it on the first try. Got some suit chargers right here as well. Some little hidden goodies for us. Again, yeah, you get the best rewards by looking in the least likely of places. I'm feeling good about that one. Over here, here's some more supplies. Again, we're barely making it with the skin of our teeth here. And this is on easy mode, man. I think if Valve wanted to make the game more accessible, there should be like, when you start a new game, you should be able to enable God mode. Yeah, see, 5 HP. That's all I have to work with here. That's just not enough, man. 3. I have 3. Luckily, I believe there's another supply cache up here. It's paycheck to paycheck here in Valve games, man. Yeah, just up here. But yeah, here in Water Hazard, they really don't do much in the way of like giving you hidden supply caches. Because, I mean, look at all this open space and there's just kind of nothing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you push this here, right? And then you release the brake. And it flies down, right? But you try and jump. I mean, the gap is too big. And jumping off of physics objects in this game is a little bit of a weird science. But yeah, there's an invisible wall here. So, you know, I don't blame you if you enable cheats and then fly through it. I think that's kind of the way the developers intended you to get through here. Once you even get through here, these people just sort of stare at you, but they don't let you in. And this is the way you need to progress. So just come through here. Help yourself to any supplies they have as well. Here's a couple more supply caches. They get rarer and rarer. I'm not really seeing many of these anymore. But yeah, it's on the way. I'm still trying to get to what I wanted to show initially. Yeah, in fact, here's another cache. But it doesn't have what I want. Again, as I was saying before, the what these caches do, the ones that are like out in the open, they give you kind of what you want, but not nearly enough to make it worth your while. The worst thing about them, by far, is that they just give you the bare essentials. Health, armor, you know, pistol ammo. But say I'm running low on something like Magnum ammo, which, well, I mean, now I kind of am, right? More so now. Well, there's this dead guy here that has a Magnum. And like that, I'm fully restocked. But that doesn't really... I don't feel like I've been rewarded there for my efforts, because it's a lot of stuff, don't get me wrong, but I didn't really go off the beaten path, now did I? So it doesn't really feel like I went on the adventure that I was supposed to be going on. Well, that's where this area sort of comes in, right? So, we have some caches here. A zombie, head crabs. They're very aggressive this time of year. Well, I'm out of ammo. Well, what do? Break the box? I have more ammo. That's wonderful. But I still didn't really go off the beaten path for it. Another cache here. More ammo. Still didn't go off the beaten path for it. But you know what is off the beaten path? You're not gonna believe me. So I think Valve intended this as well. If you take one of these crates, right? And then you just yeah, you just do that. Over here, off the beaten path, is one box of revolver ammo and a size 10 Timberland boot. Which is a steel toe as well. I have the same boot at home. I wear the same boot at home as well. So yeah, if you're missing your left boot, then you get that as well. As long as you wear a size... It just disappeared. As long as you wear a size 10. Look, listen man, those things are in high demand. I'm not surprised that it disappeared that quick. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of it. Say you don't like Donkey Kong up here throwing barrels down. Well, he's not actually that mean of a guy. He's just vibing up here, man. Kinda cool. But yeah, that was it. Like, comment,